y'all, welcome my little ravens back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel and enjoy cast builds, let's plays, challenges, and more, consider hitting the subscribe button and joining the Raven family. My name is simmermistyYT, and I'd love to have you as part of the family. Today we are joining our Not So Berry Challenge series, so without further ado, let's get to it. Picking up right where we left off, you can see that he is just having a little bit of a text here on his phone, and I don't know what it is with him and laundry, but he just really likes throwing it in the floor. Then he likes to complain about it, but then picks it up and takes it downstairs and does a wash. So at least he's doing that. At least he's picking it up and he is taking it downstairs to do the wash, but he does every single time complain about it. And he has picked up someone's hair. It's not even his own hair. Someone's hair off the floor, and he's grossed out about it. So there's that. And you know what? I don't think it's Prim's, because honestly, she has hers braided up and pulled back. So it has to be Trinity's, because it's the only person else I can think of. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, so we are just okay. It looks like Prim is helping herself out. She's feeling a little bit stressed. So she's just doing a little bit of self-woohoo, and he's just doing a little bit of laundry this morning. Or rather afternoon, I guess. Well, no, it is morning. It's just very early. And I would like to put their photo that I took here next to the photo of him and Evie. So I would like to have a collection of photos of the baby mamas. That sounds awful, but you know, it is what it is. And they make such a cute couple, but we know that she's just not feeling him as much as he's feeling her. We figured that out in the last episode, but that being said, you know, she's pregnant, so I do have to get her moved in. So that's what we're going to be working on this episode, is trying to get her to move in. The problem is, though, is that she has her own place. So I seriously doubt she's going to say yes to moving in with us, which means we're going to be moving out of Prim's place and into her place. And so we will be taking the boys and moving into Trinity's house, which actually kind of works out, because I just gave that house that big ass makeover. So I think it'll look really nice that we get it all squared away and lived in. And so we will have to get a little nursery set up, because, you know, she's expecting and we have ourselves a little toddler. So yeah, it'll be adorable. But first we have to convince her to do it, and that it's the right plan. Because even though she is our girlfriend, she doesn't feel about us the same way we feel about her. Why is she standing to pee? I find this odd. I mean, I'm not going to judge, but it's a little strange. It is a little bit strange. He's like, I know that you're expecting. I think that you need the help. I really think you should move in. And she's like, I have told you time and again, Flint, I'm not moving in here with you and your mother. I'm just not doing it. And he's like, here, I want to give you this photo of us together as a keepsake, because I think that you would like to have it. And she's like, oh, for me? Thank you. She's like, that's really very kind of you. And here comes little Coral. Just bobbling, weaving along. So precious. We do know that Coral is having some problems with teething, so I am just going to go ahead and get Flint to give him a teething tablet and go ahead and let them play and carry on, and you know, maybe he can comfort him and cheer him up and things of that nature. Because honestly, Coral's just a little bit sad, because he's not feeling the tip-top best of shape because of his mouth hurting, which is to be understood, because I don't know if you guys have ever had a toothache, but that is not the best kind of fun in the world. I mean, it just isn't. He's like, all right, let's put some day clothes on. And I do think that Flint's long hair is driving him absolutely just bonkers. So at some point, I do need to consider going ahead and getting his hair cut because he can't stand the long hair. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like his hair longer? Do you prefer it shorter? Let me know what you think in the comments below of Flint's new look. And if we should somewhere meet in the middle, like, give me some ideas and some suggestions on his hair because I do plan to change his look up a little bit. So they're just going to go ahead and work on some toddler skills here, and that will be really great for them. And then, like I said, as soon as he gets a chance, we are going to try to talk Trinity into a move. Whether that be here or us go there, I'm not sure. It's really just going to depend, I guess, on how Trinity's feeling at the moment. But in all honesty, I do presume that it will be us moving and not her, because I don't see her just giving up that house that she just spent all that time renovating, because that to me would be foolish, only for us to live here with Prim. Like, why would she want that? Do you know what I mean? So the only downfall to us doing that is when they have their failed relationship, then it's going to be a little bit awkward because it's her house. But we can always at that point in time move back home here with Prim when they split up, if we need to do that. And then at that point we would just kind of do a little bit of tweaking as far as the house goes, or depending upon, you know, how long that relationship lasts or whatever the case is, it may be a situation where if he has a job and some money saved up, maybe we just get our own place and he's just a single dad for a little while until his next relationship. I don't know. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. But I am going to go ahead and just get him after he's dealt with little Coral here and just have him deal with some of the house stuff because it is kind of piling up. I have noticed that Prim is doing a lot of work. Like, she's working on her off shifts, and then when she comes home she's exhausted, and then she's getting up, she's helping, or she was helping with little Flint when he was a baby, but now that he's a toddler and he can kind of like, he's more mobile and not self-sufficient because he's a toddler, but you know what I'm saying, like, he's not as desperate to be cared for, in the sense, like, he could go grab a plate of food if food were sitting out and things like that. He isn't fully reliant on an adult in that sense. She's able to get a little bit more time away from the house where she can go and actually work her shifts, which she loves because we know she's a workaholic. So that's kind of what she's back up to, is working herself to death. Fun for everyone. And now, of course, because Flint is still a teenager, mind you, it just gave me a notification that he's going through a picky eater phase, which is ridiculous because, I mean, I know he's a teenager, but, like, it's a little bit annoying because it's like, you're a dad. So, like, you don't get to do the normal teen things because, like, you have a kid now, so you kind of have to grow up faster than a normal teen would. Coral is just going to go ahead and get himself some rest. And it looks like immediately, as you can see, we have Prim up and she's automatically tense and is probably going to want to go and head out straight to work because, again, she's a workaholic, and when she's awake, that's what she wants to be doing. She's either eating, talking to Flint for a minute, talking to the baby for a minute, working out, or she's at work. That's it. Like, that's her life. And when I say for a minute, I mean, like, it's brief. Like, it's like, hey, how are you? Yeah, that's great. Okay, whatever, sure. Bye. So Flint is just obviously feeling a little bit playful, but also a little bit uncomfortable. I guess the house is a little bit of a mess. He's just not in the greatest of moods. She's tense and wants to go work out and hit a punching bag and then go herself to work. Coral is just upstairs, sleeping through this like the little angel that he is, oblivious to everything that's going on around him. He's like, come on, little dude, it's time to get up. It's morning. And guess what? Today, it is time for you to go to preschool. And he's like, no, I'm going back to bed. And I do not want to go to preschool. And he's like, no, you're going to preschool. If I have to go to school, you have to go to school. Everybody needs an education. He's like, oh, fine, Daddy. He's like, ugh, you're nasty. Okay, well, that's better. You're clean now. So he is just going to go ahead and head off to preschool, and I will catch back with you guys once he has returned. He's just going to give his grandma here a little bit of a hug and tell her goodbye for the day, and off he goes. He's like, what did I tell you? You have to get out of the bed. You cannot get back in the bed. You have to go to preschool. Come on now. Get up. Come on. Don't you get back in that bed. He's like, but Daddy, I'm tired. No, absolutely not. It's time for preschool. Come on, up you go. Change of your clothes. And now it's time for preschool. Tell Grandma bye. Go on, go tell her goodbye. Give her big hugs. And actually, I think that is probably a good place for me to go ahead and leave this episode. So we do have Coral starting preschool. I wasn't able to go ahead and get Trinity to accept the proposal to move in or us move in or anything like that, but this episode was basically just us going ahead and getting everyone kind of settled, and everyone is getting into a groove of just kind of getting used to it. You know, I think that Flint is finally getting used to being a dad, and Coral is now about to start preschool, so he is getting a little bit older. So I am going to leave this one here. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a like, share, and a comment. It does greatly help the channel. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next scheduled episode. But until then, I'm going to fly for now. Bye, y'all.